Hi there, it's Jo here from Creative Empowerment. Today I am here with a spread video. So today's video is all about the Crow Tarot spread, and I think that's what it's called, the Crow Tarot spread. So we're about to jump into it. So if you're interested, if you have this deck, you might like to play along with me. And if not, watch through. And as with all of the spreads that I'm doing, if you would like me to do an email version for you or a phone or a Zoom version, then please let me know and we can sort that out. There is a link in the description box below for my email and also to book online readings or book readings with me. Let's jump right into it. And we're going to shuffle and pull for this spread as we go along. And it is in the shape of a crow. So this is what this spread is, what the author, she asks you to shuffle the deck and quiet your mind, allowing for a channel to open to your higher self. And when you feel ready, pull a card from the center of the deck and place it face down on the table. So that's my first card. When ready, pull 7 more cards at random, placing them face down in the shape of the crow in the order shown below. There we go. So I've placed the spread all together. I'm going to quickly fly through these. We have card number 1, which is the heart energy or the inner self. Card number 2, which is the present energy. We have card number 3, which is holding you back or helping you. Card number 4, this is the energy of hopes and fears. Card number 5 is grounding energy and advice. Card number 6 to the left here is lessons from the past. Card number 7, external openings or obstacles. Oh, I like this spread, I do. And then we have card number 8, which is the possible future or outcome. Now, I actually didn't particularly choose anything to do this spread about. I was just doing what she suggests, which is opening up my channel to allow something to come through. So let's have a look and see what we've got. So card number 1, the 8 of Swords. Bring it closer so you can see that. So this position represents an energy that is serving as a foundation. It may be one that is permanent and represents one's true nature, or an energy that has taken hold of the heart due to life events. This card's energy operates in the background and is tied with the present energy. So that's going to be card number 2 when we read it in a minute down there. So the 8 of Swords is all about, self-imprisonment, putting yourself in a prison, locking yourself up due to the limiting beliefs that you have about yourself. It can be that you can't see clearly, you've got a lack of vision, but this card is all about it's your own doing. It doesn't feel like that while you're in it, but it really is your own doing, because it's your choice to how you choose to, work with the energies of your life. So this is really talking about overcoming your limiting beliefs of self. There's a challenge there. It's a challenging situation, but it's all within your own control. And I like how this talks about this being an inner self card, about heart energy, and it could represent a permanent thing. And, I've got to say that that's probably quite likely that could be me permanently, dreaming up things and keeping myself stuck. So let's keep working. So the next card is the present energy. This is the surrounding energy that creates the mood and creates atmosphere for future events to emerge. And we have the King of Pentacles. So that's a great card. So that for me feels like I am in the present energy. I'm starting to or working on becoming better at the earth plane. Really, well, it's not even better. This is like really getting a handle of it. This is kind of perhaps putting those things aside that this card talks about. This is someone who doesn't know their way forward and always sees the obstacles. And this card here, this is talking about the complete ability to control the earth situation, and that you know, the things that you put into practice, or the things that you start, those things are meant for you. They're the words that I'm getting. It's not exactly, you know, the perfect description of the King of Pentacles. The other thing that I wanted to talk about here with the King of Pentacles is that this is coming from this position where you're ready to share things with the world because you have everything you need on that physical plane. You're a real go-getter, real dynamic, able to manifest the things that you want, which means that you're able to share because you're not feeling that lack, which is what this first card is more about, that first card. So the fact that this is the present energy, I feel is great for me, obviously. And then we have the Page of Wands, which is awesome. So this next card is energy holding you back or helping you. This is the energy that may be supporting your goals or adding friction to the situation. Often this card that comes through in this position hints at your hopes or fears. Now, I do feel like I'm really starting lots of passion projects at the moment. So the Page of Wands, this Page of Wands is talking about good news. You know, he's got his mouth right open and he's telling the world about something. And I feel like, you know, that feels like me at the moment with my YouTube channel. I feel like I'm really expanding into something that I'm really excited about. And this can talk about projects starting. And it's that lightness of being when you're really excited about something. So again, you know, some really great cards surrounding this card here, which is something I feel, you know, I've had a very strong connection to this central card, and I'm quite happy to be moving on from that energy, let me tell you. Then we have the Nine of Pentacles, a fabulous card. And this is about your hopes and fears. This is the energy that lurks in your subconscious and at times can be a saboteur. It is the manifestation of hopes and fears. And this couldn't be a better manifestation card, and the hopes that you may have for something. So this here is talking about you achieving everything that you desire, that, you know, on an earthly plane. There's success here, there's transformation, there is abundance, there is spiritual opening up. You know, it's a real blossoming into who you are. And I love that this card has the loyal canine here. I really do love that. Loyalty to self. I really like that message here with this card. So there's this beautiful golden opportunity, you know, to fulfill my hopes and dreams here. That is a gorgeous card to have there. So now we've got card 5. So card 5 is about the grounding energy, obviously, because it's at the bottom of this spread. I do really like this spread to begin with. I think it's really lovely. And this is the energy that keeps you centered and connected to source energy at the present moment. This energy may come through as a positive card or one that carries a negative energy. A negative card in this position may signal that your grounding energy is counterproductive. This card advises you to resolve any negative habits or limiting beliefs. So here I have the Page of Cups, which, you know, for me, I'm seeing a real synergy in these cards, because I'm going into things with a playfulness. Well, I'm trying to anyway. I am working through a lot of my shadow with creativity at the moment, so I feel like I am just beginning in that sort of creative, imaginative play. But I am feeling really open to new possibilities, new surprises, and yeah, exploring my creativity. And I feel like this is a really good grounding card for me at the moment, because I do want to, well, the word is explode and explore my creative possibilities. Wow, I'm really interested in all these, you know, face cards that I've got coming up. I've got 2 pages, a king and a knight. So lots of progressive energy is what I'm feeling for me in this spread. Real movement through stages and advancement, things like that. So this card here is lessons from the past. And gee, I need to learn lessons from the past. I am a life path 7 and coming into this coming into this lifetime, that's what my life is about, learning lessons from the past. So this card is a past lesson or experience that serves as a reminder and offers advice for your current situation. So we have the Knight of Cups. So I love that we've got this creativity here and intuition and, that sort of psychic awareness. And then the lesson from my last lifetime, or, well, that's interesting that I said my last lifetime, so perhaps that's the case. So the Knight of Cups, comes in to talk about creativity and intuition. And I feel like this is quite an abundant card too. I feel like there is a lot of energy that comes from the heavens, from the divine, that supports you, that nourishes you, and that brings in all of those, the messages from on high. As a lesson from the past, I really feel that this message for me is talking to me about going my own way with my creativity, with my inspiration, with my intuition. I also feel like this is a lesson from my past life. So not that this spread actually talks about that, but I actually feel that. I feel that I'm getting a message here that I've been blocking so much from this past life, perhaps, due to however it ended. And I've got a lot of stuff going on in my throat here, but it's about creativity and intuition and allowing them to actually flow in this life. Because it feels like this other lifetime, it was really flowing for me, but I don't feel like there was a great outcome for me. So I feel like, there's a block, there has been a block, shall I say. And I'm now sort of allowing, I've always had the creative thinking, but there's been a barrier there to allowing it to flow. And I feel like the Page of Cups and then the Knight of Cups and then the King of Pentacles talking about bringing it down on this plane. I feel like I'm now getting ready. I love that. Strength. Love, 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 love. Loving this reading so far. Obviously, I've had some pretty good cards, got to say. This card in this position, this is the 7 card. This is the energy that, external openings or obstacles. This is the energy that enters your personal atmosphere without your invitation. It may increase or alleviate friction. So I love this card. I love this position of where this card is. It's talking about my inner strength. It's talking about me developing strength. It's talking about me, going into the world and saying the things that I want to say and actually being proud, and feeling really at home in myself. And there's a lot of fire here in this card too, which I love because I'm quite a fiery person and I feel like I've been pushing that down for far, far too long. And this is about taming that strength within, that inner strength. And it feels like it's coming home and not taming the lion within. There's probably a little bit of that, but it's more about befriending that wild side. And I really feel that is a positive message for me here. Instead of shoving down my fieriness and my overexcitement, it's about learning to challenge that, channel it into a more productive way. And I really love that too. And then the last card is a possible future or outcome. This is the energy that will manifest as a result of action. Now, this is the 4 of Cups, and I completely get this card being here. This is a card about having 3 cups and still wanting more. I feel like there's still quite a bit of inner work to be done here, even though there's some great stuff happening on the outside. This inner, not believing in yourself, and seeing those walls rather than seeing, an open way out. There's still quite a lot of inner work for me to do around being happy, feeling contented, filling up my own cup so that I appreciate what it is that I have and, work around gratitude and stuff like that. So, my hopes for myself are really great. I've got a lot of positive energy. I've got a lot of momentum happening on the earth plane. I am working with, those past energies and that sort of imaginative, creative stuff, which is really where I want to be. I've got so much positive stuff happening. There's still some inner work that I need to do around gratitude, being happy with what I have, I think one of the things that I work with bushfire essences, Australian bushfire essences, and that was something that I was working on this morning. And it's that feeling of, not that you don't have enough, there's sometimes that feeling, but this card to me is more about there's more on offer here than you're actually acknowledging, that you have a lot already and that there's always more coming. For you to acknowledge it, understand it, and be happy about it, not to be miserable, not to be miserable about, not to say that that's not enough. It was really funny because I was trying to say the word miserable and it would not come out of my mouth. So that's really interesting for me. I find that so interesting. This has been a really interesting spread for me. I am going to sit with this spread and have a look a little bit more at what I can see, with go a bit deeper. I'm going to put this in my journal and work with the energies a bit more, because I'm really I loved this reading actually. I found it really interesting, and I'm feeling one of the other things. One of the other things that I'm finding really interesting is when I start doing readings, online or live about myself. I find that I get some really interesting results. Not that that's the reason why I'm going to keep doing it. It's not all about me, but I'm finding that interesting that when it's not that I'm distracted, but my mind is not really, I'm not wanting or needing, which is what I've talked about in my, how to read oracle cards. It's in there. But this, it's showing me, that when I am coming to do readings for myself, I am wanting. And so I really need to work on that still. It's a lifelong thing, isn't it? We're working on ourselves all the time. Anyway, I thank you so much for joining me. Please let me know what you thought of this video, because I do plan to make a few more of these. Or actually, I wouldn't mind doing a whole series. I think it's something that I will enjoy. Let me know what you think. Thanks for watching. Please like, share and subscribe to my channel. Hope to see you again in the future. Bye for now.